Yo guys, Zakaragi here, and today we have a performance review for the Nike KD17. So, is this an upgrade, downgrade, or the exact same as the Nike KD16? So let's dive in and find out, and let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. And starting with traction, we have a radial style pattern, and I was pretty skeptical at first because of the translucent outsole, especially when it came to the dustier courts, because if you don't know this type of rubber compound, it is more prone to picking up a lot of dust. But I was happy to find out that the traction performance was elite, even on the dusty courts despite heavy dust pickup. Like, I don't really remember wiping the outsole all too often when I was playing with these, so I was really impressed by that. And I feel like this is a slight improvement from the Nike KD16, mainly because that shoe struggled a little bit more on the dustier courts, and I feel like that was the case because the pattern on that shoe had a lot more tighter grooves and a lot more opportunity for dust to just get clogged and trapped in the pattern, whereas the KD17 right here has wider grooves and it's easier for the dust to kind of escape. So when it comes to the outdoor performance, I didn't take these outdoors unfortunately, so you would have to go and watch someone else's video to see how these held up. But all in all, traction performance was great. Now moving on to the cushioning, and it is very, very comfortable. It's the exact same setup as the Nike KD16, so there's an air strobel in the heel to midfoot area and a large zoom unit in the forefoot, all housed within an EVA foam midsole. And I know a lot of you are still upset that Nike decided to take away the full-length zoom strobel from the KD line. Trust me, I am too, but let's not discredit what this shoe brings to the table and how it performs and feels on foot, because you're getting a versatile, responsive cushion setup and the right amount of court feel. I will note you won't feel the zoom unit as much as the KD16 because the shoes have a top-loaded shank plate that extends to the forefoot area, but it's still there and will still do its job. And as a quick guard myself, I thought these had more than enough cushion than I ever need in a basketball shoe, and they just felt phenomenal to play with on court. So it really doesn't matter what position you play, what type of play style you have, the cushion setup is just so versatile and will cater towards you, because this is probably one of Nike's best cushion setups on the market right now. So moving along, when it comes to the materials, we have a textile upper with overlays of plastic TPU that has a similar design to the Air Max Plus. There are some synthetic leather overlays, and then there's a thin layer of plastic fused material on the toe box. And I like how they felt on foot while I was playing because they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and don't need any break-in time. But I do think that the materials on the KD17 are a downgrade from the KD16 because although they use like a similar type of textile for the base layer of material, the KD16 just had better overall durability and containment within the materials, but the only sort of upside that the KD17 has over the KD16 is that the materials are more lightweight in general. Now, onto the lockdown, and it was alright and got the job done. I felt like the plastic TPU pieces along the uppers didn't do as good of a job as the plastic wings from the KD16 in securing my foot into place. I really had to tie these up extra tight to get a nice secure feeling on foot, and that's when I could really notice the thick and plush tongue and slight padding on the collar area really hug my foot, and thankfully I didn't have any heel slippage issues with the shoe at all. And support wise, I thought it was good overall. The main issue with this shoe is the lateral containment. I don't know what happened, but it's just not containing my foot as much as I'd like to because you're not really sitting within this midsole all too much. Plus, the materials here really aren't reinforced, and it really isn't helping when you make those lateral stops because you can feel your foot sort of pushing off of the edge of the shoe a little bit. And I didn't have that problem with the KD16, and I feel like it's because the plastic TPU wings that were featured on the 16 did a much better job of securing your foot into place compared to these plastic pieces on the KD17 right here. But when it comes to the other parts of the support, like the torsional support, it was great thanks to that top loaded shank plate. And then the heel counter here is nice and sturdy, so it didn't have any heel containment issues whatsoever. Finally, for fit, these are pretty snug, so you're gonna get a nice one-to-one fit here, so I'd recommend going true to size. I will note that in the midfoot area, it is a little more snug, and you can notice it a lot when you lace up tightly, and it was a little bit uncomfortable, so just keep that in mind. But whatever size you normally get in Nike shoes, or whatever size you wore in the KD16, is what you should get with the KD17 right here. But obviously, try them on in store first if you ever get the chance to. But overall, guys, this is another great performer from the KD line. It's a very versatile shoe that all players can wear. So if you are deciding between the KD17 and the KD16, honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of them. What it comes down to is price, so honestly, just get whatever is cheaper. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the shoes, and if you've played in them, share your experience with everyone in the comments down below. But we're at that point in the video now, it's time for hashtag Zacharagi, what you rocking. And for today, I got a major throwback here, the Nike KD5. This is one of my favorite KD shoes of all time. Maybe not this particular colorway, but I did get lucky enough and find these on Facebook Marketplace for 25 bucks. So can't go wrong with that, right? But that is it for today, guys. I appreciate you all for watching. I'm signing out. Peace.